So if you're working on something, no matter what it is it a project? Is it an idea you're trying to test out to see what happens with it? But regardless of where you are and what you're trying to do, no, you're always starting at point A and you want to get to point B, right? Probably point B is where success is, right? That's what you're trying to be like. Here's where I'm today. I don't know how to do X, and B, or the destination is whereby when I'm there, I know how to do something. Or today is, here's an idea. I have no idea basically how to even bring this. Like, I just have the idea, but on this side, the idea is in the market and it's manifested and everything is working out, right? So there's always this gap between where you are point A and where you want to be point B. And this gap in the middle is where it never really looks like a straight line, right? It always, in reality, the success is always like beep, 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 up and down, and it's never a straight line. But somehow when we're standing at point A, we think that it's a straight line. And the reason I say that is because I've been guilty of doing this myself. It's like, oh, I'll just figure it out, right? All I'll have to do is just keep walking, somehow I'm gonna get to point B. Which means don't ask for help, just do it, work hard, and somehow you figure it out. But it's really not like that. If you've ever done anything, if you've ever tried to complete any project in your life, you've realized that it's never a straight line. So now that you know that's the case, then there's always going to be those roadblocks in the middle, or things in the middle that is stopping you from going that straight line. And a lot of times you can't go alone. So essentially what you need is a map, right? So now that you know you're in point A, this is what your current reality looks like, and you want to go to point B, which is what the results that you want to have are going to be manifested, or the outcome. And now you need a map, right? So like, think about it. If you were walking in the forest and you're trying to get someplace that is unknown, wouldn't you ask for a map? Wouldn't you use GPS on your phone or something? Or would you just keep walking? Of course you wouldn't. So it's the same way with success, with completing any sort of a project, is that you need that map, right? So you need a way to know, all right, if I need to get here, what are the things I need to avoid? What are the things that I should be acquiring? And in real life, that map could be your mentor, could be a coach, could be someone who's done this before in their life, could be your friends, their coworkers. It's just knowing that you need to create that map, and that plan for getting to your destination allows you to then go and see, all right, now who are the people in my life that I can talk to, who are going to help me, who are going to be the guide that I need to get to that place. Because if you go alone and you hit a roadblock and you can't get help here because you're in the middle, by then maybe it's already too late. Maybe you wasted so much time and energy, and now you're just going to give up and not complete that project. Whereas if you have the understanding while you're still at point A, you just have this dream of going to point B, and you're like, okay, cool, I want to get there, but I want to get there as fast as possible. So the best way to do that is if I get a guide, right? If you're trying to climb a mountain that you've never done before, you go with a guide, right? Because that person has done that before. You don't want to just go to the unknown world alone and just figure it out on the spot, right? So if you could apply the same method to completing a project that you're working on, the chances of you succeeding is just automatically gonna go much higher, and the chances of you giving up is gonna go much lower, because you now have the what you need to get there, right? So you just realize that you can't go there alone, and there are people out there who've done this, who know what to do and can help you out, and then you use them as kind of like your guide or the map that you need to go there. Because literally achieving success with anything is just about manifesting what the future looks like, where it is that you want to go, and then reverse engineering your success from point B to point B where you currently are. And there's always going to be a bunch of steps that you need to take. And if you can find out who are those people, what are those resources, what are the things that you need to take those steps properly and make sure that you don't fall through the cracks of those steps, is probably what you need to make sure that you actually get there safely and the project is completed and there's no hiccup on the way. So I hope this is useful and you can apply it to your life. If you like content like this, make sure you share this video with some other person, a friend or a coworker or a colleague, maybe whoever is working on a project and you feel like they're kind of stuck and they need some clarity, they don't really know how to get there. Just hit the share button, share this video with them. My name is Pedram, and my hope is that this video will help you fulfill your potential, and I'll talk to you tomorrow. Bye.